Are you putting a little snow in there?
No.
Oh, no? We put ice cubes in it last night.
I just wanted to see what it was like with ice. I'm drinking this neat.
Okay.
As will you. Greetings, friends, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the one of the two of us that loves this time of year. I adore this time of year.
Which is funny because I'm like the nice guy and everyone knows that. And I just hate Christmas. And you, for 1 month out of the year, well, now he's telling us he's watching Christmas movies and it's the fucking 17th of November.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. No. But I hate Christmas. He likes it. Anyways.
But what we're going to do on our Christmas special here, we are going to be talking about weapons that should have been in Home Alone. And I'm going to give you some caveats because I really thoroughly put some time and some effort into crafting, well, this is what I think Kevin McAllister should have had and could have had.
So this is like you if you were Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna get dark.
And if I could go rewrite the movie, here's where I'm going with it. But as we do that, since it's the holidays and we're here in frigid temperatures in the wild with wild animals over here and everything, we are gonna enjoy a pour as we chat through this of our Miracle on 1911th Street whiskey.
With special glasses.
Yes. My buddy Corey was nice enough to send us just a little sniff, nothing much here. Just a little pour for the boys, you know?
Corey's a good man.
Hang on to that bad boy while I recork this thing. Settle in, everyone. This is a holiday episode. It's a casual pace around here.
Pour yourself a drink.
Yeah.
Enjoy with us.
This is good stuff. I hope for those of you that managed to score one of the 75 bottles that you're enjoying it. It's a 104 proof rye, which means she got some heat. She got some heat, kids.
Got a lot of heat, especially for me.
Yeah. If you're used to drinking, you will wind up really being like, okay, they went for it on that.
He's eating that moose shit, by the way.
Hey, let's not eat the moose shit, though. You know what I mean?
That was not very festive of you, Jake.
I can snap in and out of it.
Oh, look, he came to me because he got yelled at. Oh, I know.
Please don't eat the moose shit, everyone. It's not reindeer shit. Oh, great.
Deer shit with moose tracks.
Okay, well, that's just lovely. Don't act like I did something wrong. So, guys, here's the deal as we get into this. First of all, thank you to Peace of Mind Guns for sponsoring the video today. A video they will probably be like, what the hell am I paying these guys to do videos for? Why are we talking about weapons that should have been Home Alone, you know? But we got to talk about something on Christmas week. Great shop based out of Utah here. They'll ship all over the country, but they carry a lot of good stuff with the Langdons and the PWSs and the CGSs and all kinds of
B&Ts
cool
and all the high-end
B&Ts,
Gucci stuff that we
all
like.
the great stuff. They carry a lot.
Can I
of
have
it.
some?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, please.
Cheers,
Cheers. Right, so. What happened there?
I went too far and just almost swigged the whole thing, dude.
It's amateur hour.
Oh, man.
Amateur
Got
hour.
my beard a little bit.
Yeah, this is maple syrup finish. So maple syrup barrel finish on this. So actually less spicy today. I think it's because of the temperature.
Why is that?
I think maybe it's because of the temperature and we're cold and it's just warming us up from the inside.
Can I get more?
Yeah, sure. I don't care. You can be hammered by the end of this video.
Let's look at the bow.
So anyway, Peace of Mind Guns, great shop. Check them out. A lot of great stuff. There's a code you can plug in, 1911. It doesn't, give you a discount per se. We do have one on Patreon that will give you a discount for the Patreon subscribers. But 1911, I think he'll send you like a patch or something like that. Just something to say thanks for supporting the Syndicate boys and Peace of Mind. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's talk about Home Alone. It's a Christmas classic. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got Kevin McAllister. If you don't know Home Alone, then get the hell off of this channel and go watch Home Alone. Kevin McAllister, right, living in Chicago. His parents go on vacation.
This Kevin, give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin. Kevin.
Give this to Kevin. Give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin. Give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin.
Give this to Kevin. Here you go, Kevin. I made my family disappear.
And Kevin gets stuck home alone.
Hence the Home Alone.
Right? And then what happens? We've got the wet bandits, right? The wet bandits come in.
Hey, Mark. Look at this. I think we're getting scammed by a kindergartner.
Usually confused with the sticky bandits, but that's number 2. Thank you. Not number 1, it's the wet bandits.
That is number 2.
That is their calling card, is flooding the basement.
That is correct, right? So we've got the wet bandits. They're going to come in. They're going to knock off the house, take all the jewelry and the guns, because I think Kevin's dad probably, you know, looks like a gun collector. So he's going to take the guns and the jewelry and the gold bars and everything, and they're going to make out. And Kevin says, not today, wet bandits.
Not today.
Not today, right? And he rigs the house up with a bunch of booby traps, right?
Hello.
And he takes them sons of bitches down,
Yeah.
right? But here's what I want to know. When I look at this, I go, I think Kevin had some missed opportunities. That's
Okay.
what I believe.
Okay.
Right? So as I begin devising the list, and we'll kind of break it into some categories, because I separated this by different categories of weapons, right?
Okay.
The criteria is this. These are things he could have done.
Okay.
These aren't hypotheticals. Like, he could have done all this.
Like in 1980 when that movie was made?
Yeah, but like he had the resources.
Okay.
Kevin McAllister had the resources to do what I am about to walk you through. What's the validity of all these things? I mean, some of them get a little out there. Could have done it, had the resources. So
Our channel gets a little out there. Shocking.
section number 1, I call this section Buzz's Life Savings.
Buzz being his brother. Buzz's girlfriend. Woof.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you remember what Kevin does? He's climbing up the shelves, right?
Yes.
To get Buzz's life savings, and the whole thing collapses on him, right? And that's where the tarantula gets out,
yes.
right? But so what we can devise from this is that Kevin had some cash.
Yeah.
He had Buzz's life savings.
Yeah.
And what do we know?
Some scratch.
I don't know how much he had. I don't know how much he had.
20, 30K probably?
Right, so let's talk about what he could have done with that. Number 1, quad tube nods, okay? So if I'm Kevin, I'm just saying, again, not knowing what was in the little tin that Buzz had, because Buzz was a hustler, it was very clear from the movie. I'm just saying, is there a scenario where Kevin could have gotten quad tube nods?
Which those retail MSRP right now for White Foss, you're looking at anywhere from 45 to 50 G's.
Yes,
So.
exactly right. So what happens? The wet bandits break in. What's the first thing that Kevin does? Shut the power down.
Going dark.
Rules the night.
Yeah.
Rules the night. I can
point.
see you, you can't see me, I win.
Fair point.
That's how the system works, right? That's number 1. Number 2, and this one, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for this. Full auto trigger pack on the BB gun.
Be a good little fella now and open the door.
Okay?
Yeah, that should
Convert
been
it.
must, huh?
Convert it,
Yeah.
right? Because now I've got quad tube nods, I got a full auto BB gun, right? Sending it. Dump them
Right to Mars'
in the
face when he
pelvis.
comes through the dog door.
100%.
Uh-oh.
Set it on burst,
Yeah,
right?
good point.
So full auto trigger pack. Section number 2. These will go pretty quick, everyone. Food-based weaponry. Okay?
Explain more.
I got you. Let me give you number 1.
Like
Can't-
cookies with X-Lax in them?
Candy cane shaved down into a shank.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Take a candy cane,
Yeah.
keep
Suck on
licking
it.
it,
Yeah.
or sucking it, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you got a shank, son.
We all did that in grade school, right?
100%.
Yeah,
You didn't
100%.
stab your friends with a candy cane? Guarantee you did.
You never lived if you didn't.
You didn't. If you were born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s, you didn't stab people with candy canes. Like, what are we really doing with ourselves here, right? Number 2, this one really creative in my opinion. Blow dart gun. Okay, now let me tell you how we get there. Take a ham bone, hollowed out ham bone,
Okay.
right?
I'm tracking.
Blow dart gun.
Yeah.
He had Christmas food there
Good point.
because he made food for himself,
Yeah.
right? So take the ham or take the ham,
Repurpose it, dude.
repurpose the ham bone,
Good point.
right? If all else runs out and you run out of blow darts, just use it as a club.
Sure.
Just club people to death.
Or break it off and shank someone.
Absolutely, right?
Multi-use.
It's like a multi-tool, a ham bone, everyone, okay?
You get some precision long range and up close and personal.
100%. This one, I do think actually has some merit. So I call this the turkey IED, okay? I want you to take it, Kevin, go get a turkey, right? Again, you had Buzz's Life Savings, right? Go buy a turkey,
When he
right?
went to the grocery store, remember?
Right, buy a turkey. Can we not all legally buy tannerite?
Fair point.
Turkey, tannerite. He probably had a fake ID, could buy the tannerite, right? Load up the turkey with tannerite, right? Full auto BB gun, light up the turkey blows. What does the turkey have in it?
Bones.
Bones.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel dog.
I see where you're going. Yeah. It's an improvised IED. Yeah.
Turkey IED.
I would call it a TED. Turkey explosive.
Not bad.
Look
Not
at that.
bad.
Right on the spot, dude.
Like, I mean, this is actually quite practical when you think about this. This is, this one a bit innovative, right? I call this one the long game, okay? The wet bandits come in, right? And what I would do if I'm Kevin, I'm gonna leave out a ham or a turkey, let's say, that's slightly undercooked. Ooh. Right? Maybe even
Kind of like a dirty bomb.
Right? Wet bandits are going, they see the turkey, it's a nice presentation, slightly undercooked, a little bit pink, can't quite tell though in the low light, right? They go for it, right? Now let's say they capture Kevin, right? 2 weeks later, they're screwed, they're dead.
Yeah.
Undercooked turkey.
Got botulism.
So it's just a right out the clock strategy. Like once they go down from the salmonella or whatever you get from undercooked turkey or ham or whatever, like eventually you escape and your captors are dead.
That's
you just
the long
rode it
game.
out. That's a long game, right? Good shit.
Good job on that one. Pause for a swig.
Our buddy Corey sent these glasses. They're supposed to scientifically enhance the.
I don't know how.
What was that face?
I mean, that was the scientifically. I don't think so.
It's supposed to scientifically enhance the flavor of your bourbon experience. So I don't know.
Corey, I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm not saying you're right.
I'm not saying that I can tell right now. I'm really in the zone. The next thing. So this one, anyone could do this, right? So for the kids at home watching, I'm not saying to do it. I'm saying you could do it. It's called the pie pan. Okay. Take one of those tinfoil pie pans, sharpen up the edge of the whole thing, throw that bitch like a frisbee, you lop off heads.
You'd be like Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Just a bunch of pie pans, just start slinging them across the house.
Okay.
If nothing else, death by 1,000 cuts.
Sure.
Just bleed it out, like long strategy. It's a dark end of the movie.
And those pie tins are like 100 for $9. So like,
So cheap.
Yeah, good point.
cheap, right? So,
man, you put some thought into this.
dude, this was all done in about 30 minutes in one night. I just got on a rhythm. I was probably hammered, and I was just like, dude, I got this, man. I know what to do.
Because to be fair, we were gonna do it together, and then you're like, no, I got this.
Just step back, step back. I got it. Next one, obvious one, Molotov cocktail.
Clear. I did give you that idea. I need to take credit for that one.
Yeah,
Because
I'll
I
give
was
you
like,
that
hey, Molotov, super easy, right? We got a bunch of liquor.
His parents were boozing.
Dude, you could even just knock the top off a Christmas ornament, fill it halfway, right? Throw some tinsel in there, light it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Presentation is nice, effective.
Yep. And you know, well, we'll get to another one that goes a little bit darker. But before we move on to the next one, if I could just give a special plug, if you will, more for us than anything. If you guys find that you enjoy this channel over time, maybe consider donating to the Patreon.
Sure.
We do a bunch of behind-the-scenes content. We do a giveaway every week for different things every week, but we have a bunch of we do Q&As. We actually have a bunch of giveaways that we do, or like once you're at a certain tier for a certain amount of time, you get priority access to whiskey releases when we do these. So you know who the first person was, where about half the bottles wound up going? Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
Right? And for those of you, this sold out pretty quickly for, fortunately. And hey, if you wanted the guaranteed access to this shit, hey, you sign up for Patreon, kids. But
And you support the machine.
yeah,
and
we appreciate it.
it.
And it makes us not go bankrupt, you know what I'm saying? But beyond that, we are real estate agents. The 1911 Syndicate's a real estate company for dudes like you, so you can always hit us up if you need real estate help. That is probably the most profitable way that you could support us if the day comes that you need that. So let's get back on with it. Section number 3. I call this one Nature Provides.
Okay.
Okay? Personal protection turkey.
Oh, turkeys are mean, dude.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you train it up, kind of like Finn.
Get one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Personal protection turkey.
Dang.
No one's ever really came up with that before. Why
That's
not?
a good one.
It's hideous. They can
Terrifying.
kind of fly at you, sort of fly.
And the noise in all dark, you're going through a basement and you hear,
Right.
is it or is it?
I'm running.
I'm out.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm running.
Good
If I'm
point.
not armed, I'm running.
Yeah, good point.
Right. So personal protection turkey, simple one. Number 2, in terms of things that are naturally provided, the John McClane, icicle to the eye. Why wasn't the whole
They had
roof?
that big, beautiful house. I'm sure there's some gnarly icicles.
Line the whole roof with icicles.
Yeah.
And then shoot, you could take the BB gun, start shooting them down one by one, and icicles just start dropping down like
Impaling
knives from the
people.
sky.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Wet bandits don't survive that. They never even get in the house.
You should have wrote this movie, I think.
I might have a career as a screenwriter coming up. Oh man, this one's good. Good one, man. I'm actually kind of proud of this. This one took some research about nature and things around the Chicago region. So I call this one Secret Santa.
Okay. Do tell.
Okay. You leave a wrapped gift out that has the Wet Bandits written on it, right? So they come in, right? They finally make their way in the house and they're like, looks like the kid, Kevin has left the gift out for us. They're dummies, right? So
They'd
they,
be like, that's very nice of him. Let's open it.
So they open it up. Inside, you have, no, I might butcher the pronunciation of this. Inside, you have placed a masagwa, which is a rattlesnake to the Chicago region.
Oh,
A native rattlesnake to Chicago.
look at you.
I had to research
Good
what
job.
venomous animals exist around Chicago.
Masagwa is one of them?
Masagwa, yeah.
see the spelling?
Yeah, Masauga, Masagwa. Very close.
Sure, yep.
But it's a rattlesnake. It's native there. So Kevin's, is it a bold move to go catch the rattlesnake for an 8-year-old child? Yeah, a little
Risk
bit of a
reward,
bold
you'll
move.
be all right.
Yeah, it's risk.
like Kill Bill, remember? She gets him the cash, she starts taking the cash out, Black Mamba to the
100%.
face, done.
100%, right? So that's a very viable option that I think would work, right? You get struck by a rattlesnake, that's game over. Section 4, I call this section the nuclear option,
Oh, wow.
okay? And here's, you gotta go full send
Okay.
in this section, okay? The good thing about this section is it requires no capital, okay? No financial resources needed in order to do my nuclear options. I'm pretty proud of this one. A deadfall. Stay with me. You know what a deadfall is?
No.
Okay, I bet you Buster does. Yeah, I know.
Of course
you
he
would.
does.
I know
mean,
you would.
He's a spy in his previous career.
So a deadfall is something that you would put in the forest for like bears, right? Where they're walking, but
Oh.
when they step on something,
Predator.
the ground breaks away and they basically fall into a bunch of spears that are down.
Well, that's a punji. That's like a punji trap or whatever.
I know it is a deadfall.
In like Vietnam, the deadfall is like a rock or log falling on someone.
Well, I'm
You're
calling
talking-
this a deadfall.
Oh, okay.
This is my version of a deadfall. How about that?
Okay, go ahead.
So Marv, right, played by Daniel Stern. You remember when he's in the basement and he has to walk up the stairs that are tarred?
Steps on the nail.
When instead of the nail,
something.
he steps on a breakaway stair that breaks away into a deadfall lined with spears, and he impales himself.
Punji pit.
Doesn't require anything.
No, just whittle some.
Whittle some spears and a breakaway stair.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. You can do that in an afternoon, right? Cut down some of these aspens, take it back to Chicago. I don't know where you get the aspens around Chicago, but like, and whittle them down to spears. Marv's done.
You'd go underneath the staircase and with a skill saw just cut like,
Yeah.
3/4 of the way through the step.
Yeah.
No, I've never done this before, but
No, but it is a system that in theory could work.
fair point.
2 more. Number 2. Piano wire.
A Garrett wire.
They had a piano.
Yeah.
Here's how you utilize it. You remember at the end, right? Kevin winds up, he has that zip line
Yep.
that he takes into the treehouse.
Yes.
Right? And eventually, right, what happens? The Wet
They do
Bandits
it.
go out and he cuts the line and now they're swinging full force back towards the house.
guys. Check this out.
Oh, go back. Oh, go back. Good. Go back. Okay.
Piano line strung up, decapitated.
Great idea, because the momentum and the weight would do it.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. You're done. And they had a piano. Just string some piano wire together.
In a real twisted way, I can visualize that in my head really well, and it would be super cool.
And it's an awesome finale to the movie.
True.
Dark? Sure.
He
realistic?
Shows up, family shows up, and he's got 2 heads on spikes.
2 heads. Yeah. Absolutely.
Family-friendly movie.
And then the final one, I just call it Inferno. Okay? So think about it logically. The house, it's Christmas time. House is lined with trees, garland, wreaths.
Combustible shit.
Let all of it dry out. Don't give it no water for a couple days, right? He was there for like a week solo.
Sure.
Let it all dry out. The pine needles are getting brown, all that kind of stuff, right? Now, what happens, right? The wet bandits make their way inside, right? They're looking for Kevin. Kevin ain't inside. He outside. And you know what he's doing? He's in a prone position with his BB gun. But you know what he did before he left the house? Lit a bunch of candles.
Oh, and I was going to say he unscrewed the gas to the stove.
Could do that, or he had candles. He had candles. BB gun, prone position, shoot a candle, whole house goes up in inferno.
Yeah.
That place was a tinderbox.
True.
Tinderbox. They're done. They're done.
Collect
Now,
the insurance, you'll be all right.
collect the insurance,
Yeah.
right? Mom and dad get a new house, right? Buzz gets the report that his life savings was stolen. They
a
probably
win-win-win-win.
replenished that. Did everyone not win on that? I mean, the Wet Bandits lost, but like, did everyone else win?
Everyone.
Is it not a happy ending of the story?
I think so.
Just the Inferno.
We need to make some phone calls. Steven Spielberg. Hey, we got a new Home Alone.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna write. It's written. Like this is a whole script right
Here's
here.
a pitch. It was John Wick's Home Alone,
Oh man.
which got him into. See where I'm going with this? That's a good movie. Maybe we filmed that movie because we've
John
got
Wick's kid.
compliments. Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick's kid. He had a kid. I don't think he has a kid in the movie.
Adventures around the world. He
Yeah,
impregnated
some
someone.
woman, and next thing you know, his kid is setting the Wet Bandits on fire.
This is not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. Not a bad movie.
There's been worse made.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, guys,
I like it, Jake. Good job.
we hope this has brought a positive spin to your holiday season. We believe that we really put some effort into this one, and we have a nice little taste here as we sit by the fire with you guys, hopefully at home, watching this with your families. And really that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we wish you guys a very happy Christmas. I do. Chris is a Grinch this time of year.
I hate Christmas.
I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and all of the other variants that happen around the holidays, whatever those would be. But yeah, I'm setting up my Christmas tree next week.
I'm sure
From
you
this
are.
the week before Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving, I put tree and decorations, all that stuff up.
It's infuriating.
It's just great. It's just great, everyone. Final quick plug for the boys over at FLP. Stands for?
Firearms Legal Protection.
Money.
It is our concealed carry insurance. They cover things like, incident cleanup.
Yes, they
right?
do.
Kevin would have to call FLP for some incident cleanup.
Great case
These are
study.
legal, justified home defense scenarios.
They have a family plan.
Is the kid covered?
Yes.
Are the parents gone, but the kid is legally and justifiably defending his life?
His life was in threat. He burnt the house down and the people inside it. I think that's covered.
They would clean that up.
100%.
The BB guns to the face, clean up. The tannerite that blew your head off, clean it up. I mean,
And they cover, they give you a payment for confiscated firearms. So if his BB gun got confiscated, they pay him
gets a
off.
new one.
Yeah, they pay him off.
I mean, look, guys, there's no reason for you not to sign up with FLP. They got a couple different plans for individual and family based. I travel the country doing my other job for CGS suppressors, and I have that insurance because, you know what? I'm traveling around the country with a firearm.
This is true.
Yep, legally justified, you're covered. Check them out, guys.
Yeah, there's a code, there's a link down below. You can just click on the link in the video description or use the code 1911 to wind up saving you some bucks. And that's pretty much the old shebang there. So we'll pick it back up in a few days with the next video. But thanks for coming and joining us. And I'd like to think maybe some of you had a pour of the Miracle on 1911 Street whiskey as you enjoyed this video. So
Also, as a challenge, in the comments section, one or two ways you would defend your house if you're Kevin with
Yes.
modern day stuff. I want to hear it because it's going to get good.
Yes.
Okay.
And subscribe to the channel while you're at it.
That
guys.
too.
We do appreciate that. Drop comments, subscribe, all that kind of shit helps us out.
Tell your girlfriend, the whole nine.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up.
Thanks, guys.
Merry Christmas.
I'm not saying Merry Christmas.
I don't
Fucking
care.
hate
I don't
Christmas.
care if you. I don't care what
You can leave that
say.
in. I don't fucking care. I hate Christmas.
I don't care what you say. Want a taster? Yeah.